Welcome to your spiritual journey, where we delve into the ancient mysteries that have fascinated humanity for millennia. Today, we're exploring the strange things that happen when your spiritual awakening ends. So, you've experienced a spiritual awakening. That pivotal moment changed your world, and you glimpsed a truth that felt profound. But have you ever wondered what comes after? Many believe enlightenment is the ultimate goal, but awakening is actually just the beginning of a much larger journey. It's a step through a doorway into the unknown, beyond what many people will ever know, and that's where the real transformation begins. We often fixate on enlightenment as a kind of grand finale, believing we'll arrive at some magical, blissful destination. But the moment of awakening, where everything opens up and we feel at one with the universe, is only a single chapter. The journey that unfolds afterward is the true spiritual adventure, and it's where the most meaningful change happens. Oddly, few people talk about this next stage. We hear plenty about the rush of realization, but what happens when that excitement fades and life continues? Once you're on the other side of awakening, you're no longer seeking it. You've broken through, and while that's freeing, it brings its own set of strange and unexpected experiences. Many people think that after such an intense experience, life will only become easier. But in reality, it just becomes real. The novelty and drama may have dissipated, but the work is far from over. Awakening can be intense and energetic, filled with revelations and a sense of boundless possibility. But one of the first and strangest changes is the stillness that often follows. Life grows quiet, even serene, and perhaps a bit empty. Where are the cosmic signs and the wild breakthroughs? You might feel like the spark has faded, but this calm isn't a loss of connection. It's the first step into integration. This period of calm can feel disorienting. It's easy to misinterpret it as losing touch or falling backward, but it's actually proof that you're settling into your new frequency. During the storm of awakening, the world seemed filled with upheaval and urgency. Now, you're learning to exist in a more peaceful alignment. It's a shift from striving and seeking to simply being. After the spiritual earthquake, the ground beneath you is finally steady, allowing you to live without needing constant reminders of your path. As your spirit has ascended, your body still has some catching up to do. This discrepancy between your spiritual and physical states can manifest in unexpected ways. It's as if your body is processing this transformation more slowly, recalibrating itself to match your spirit's new frequency. You may feel incredibly energized at times, while at other moments, fatigue overwhelms you. What's happening is that your body is gradually adapting to your heightened state. It's not unusual to experience shifts in diet, sleep, or even physical appearance. You might find yourself craving new foods or needing more rest, as if your body is slowly aligning with your spirit's new rhythm. Some people notice their skin clears up, their posture improves, or they feel lighter. Old aches and pains may suddenly resurface as the body releases stored energy that no longer fits. The process of bodily transformation can feel slow, but it's very real. Even emotions you thought you'd left behind may reappear, often surprising you. It can be confusing, even disheartening, as you might think you've regressed. But in truth, this is a deep purging, a sign that the healing process is going deeper. Your spirit may have broken free, but your body is still catching up, releasing all the dense energy it once carried. Embrace this stage. It's a powerful reminder that transformation is happening on every level. Perhaps one of the most difficult parts of life after awakening is the feeling of disconnection from those around you. People and places that once brought comfort and connection now seem alien. This can be a profoundly lonely experience, and you might even question whether something has gone wrong. However, this disconnection is not a punishment or a sign of failure. It's a natural indication of how your vibration has shifted. Suddenly, you're operating on a different frequency than before, and the people in your life might feel distant or disconnected. This feeling of isolation isn't a rejection. It's simply your new vibration creating space for the next level of your journey. You may notice that certain friends, family members, or even familiar places feel like they no longer fit. They might not understand you, or they may even dismiss the changes you've experienced. This can be heartbreaking, especially with loved ones who have been with you through thick and thin. But remember, those who are meant to continue with you will rise to meet you. Those who don't aren't necessarily wrong or bad, they've just served their role in your life. As these connections fade, new relationships often arise. You may find yourself meeting people who resonate with your new energy, people who understand your spiritual growth on a level that doesn't need explanation. This can feel like the universe is guiding you toward a more aligned soul family. Yes, it can be painful, and yes, it can feel isolating, but this disconnection is not something to fear. It's a sacred clearing, making way for the people who are meant to walk this new path with you. An equally strange shift is the gradual fading of the spiritual magic that once felt so central. The signs and synchronicities, the repeating numbers, the mystical highs, all of these begin to fade. It can feel as if the universe has gone silent, leaving you questioning if you've somehow lost your connection. But this quiet isn't a disconnection, it's a sign of growth. You no longer need constant reassurance from the outside. You've become your own guide. At this stage, you realize you no longer rely on external signs to feel connected to the universe. You are that connection. In the early stages, you may have needed reminders or signs to feel assured of your path. Now, you are the path. You've absorbed the wisdom you once sought outside of yourself. The magic hasn't disappeared, it's simply internalized. And this quietness is actually a mark of maturity. The deeper you go, the less you crave those external signs, finding your grounding instead in a sense of internal alignment. As you reach this phase, a new question naturally arises. What now? With all the revelations, all the healing, and all the shifts in perception, what comes next? This is when the journey becomes truly interesting. Initially, your purpose was self-discovery, healing, and reconnecting with the universe. But now, as you stand on the other side of awakening, a new purpose takes shape. Your purpose now is to live as your true self, to embody everything you've learned. It's no longer about seeking who you are, but simply being who you are. You may feel a pull toward helping others on their own spiritual journeys, sharing your insights, or creating something that reflects your new frequency. This purpose may show up in your relationships, work, or creative expression. It's not about striving for a goal, it's about living authentically and allowing that to uplift those around you. This shift often brings a sense of purpose that is both quiet and powerful. You're no longer searching, you're aligning. As you live from your highest self, your path unfolds naturally. The universe seems to fall into place without you having to force anything. It may feel strange at first because there's less need to control and more trust in the flow. Another unexpected change is your heightened sensitivity to energies around you. People, places, even objects. It's as though a new layer of perception has awakened. You might find yourself able to sense the energy of a room before you even enter, or intuitively pick up on someone's emotions. This sensitivity can feel both like a gift and a burden. While you've likely always had some awareness of energy, this ability intensifies after awakening. You may become more sensitive to noises, crowded places, or certain foods. This new level of awareness isn't a curse. It's a superpower that allows you to discern what aligns with your highest self. But it can also be overwhelming at first, as though you're absorbing too much. Over time, you learn how to navigate this heightened awareness, setting energetic boundaries, and focusing on what truly matters. This sensitivity also deepens your empathy and intuition, giving you a clearer understanding of people and situations. You can now sense beyond words and appearances, seeing intentions and emotions beneath the surface. But with this comes the responsibility to protect your energy, being mindful of how much you absorb from others. This newfound awareness becomes a profound tool for navigating life, allowing you to see the world more clearly than ever before. As life settles after awakening, it may look normal again, but you know it's anything but the same. You go through the motions, wake up, go to work, interact with others, but there's a quiet transformation within. The external world may seem unchanged, yet everything feels different on the inside. You might notice that what once triggered you no longer has power, or that situations that once brought joy or excitement now feel strangely neutral. This isn't a loss of passion. It's a sign that you no longer need external validation. The small dramas and highs that used to consume you now seem trivial. You've outgrown the need for these external markers and found a calm steadiness within. This return to normal is a profound gift. You've mastered staying grounded in your spiritual truth amidst everyday life. That's the ultimate outcome of the journey, far beyond the dramatic awakenings and breakthroughs. I hope this has brought some peace to your path. Remember, the real transformation starts after awakening. It's here where your true power is found. Thank you for joining me in exploring this next phase. If this content resonated with you, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more insights on spiritual growth. I'd love to hear about your experiences in the comments below. Until next time, stay aligned and keep embracing the journey.